Hey everyone, this is Ishmeet from Stonehaus Realty. I work under Shojai Real Estate Group and we serve both Fraser Valley and Vancouver. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what pre-sales are and how we help our clients find and buy it in a right way. So let's get started. So pre-sales are apartments, townhouses, or detached houses that are still under construction or in their selling phase and will be completing in next 2 to 5 years. Apartments in here usually takes about 2 to 5 years to complete, depending on if it's a low rise or a high rise. If it's a townhouse, sometimes it's ready to move in or it can take up to 6 months to 1 year. So some of the pros for buying a pre-sale property is number one, you only need 10 to 20% deposits and no other payment until the building completes. And even those deposits are due in 2 to 3 installments. Second is you also get 2, 5, 10 years warranty on every new built home. So third one is if you are a first-time home buyer and a pre-sale property is under 750, you are exempted from paying PDT, while in resales the threshold is only $500,000. And not to mention that you can tackle high interest rates when buying a pre-sale property, and you can enjoy price appreciation over the years until the building completes. So we already know what are the pros of buying a pre-sale property, but what are the cons when buying a pre-sale property? So number one is a 5% GST gets added on top of the purchase price, right? So it's a closing cost. Either you can pay a lump sum at the time of closing, or this can get added on top of your mortgage and you can pay it monthly. The second is there's always a market risk involved when buying a pre-sale property. And the third one is you can always expect a little bit of construction delays happening in pre-sales. So what are assignments? This is the most common question I get asked from my clients. So let's just say you bought a pre-sale back in 2022, and when the time comes in 2025 at completion, for some unforeseeable reasons, you can't get a mortgage. So now what I call it as an exit plan, like plan B and not a plan A, is an assignment. So it means that before completion, you can assign your contract or contractual rights to some other party. And not to mention, there are different costs associated with assigning a property too. So how we help our clients find and buy pre-sales in a right way is first, we're going to have a meeting either in person or Zoom where we can talk a little bit about your situation, about your criteria. And then based on that, I'll send you pre-sales on your email. And then once you like a pre-sale, we can set up an appointment at the presentation center and we can see what are the available homes. We can check the floor plans, neighborhoods, and pricing, etc. And then once you like a unit and want to write an offer on it, what we usually do is we again will set up a meeting either in person or in Zoom, and we will review the contract with you and help you understand what's written in it. Because let me tell you, those terms and conditions written in the contract are to safeguard the developer and not you. So after that, I'm going to send you an email regarding when the deposits are due, and I'm going to collect that deposit checks and send it to the developer. So once the deal becomes firm, you'll start getting emails from developer called amendments. So amendments usually tells you about the progress that is happening with the pre-sale properties. And a couple months before the completion, we'll start your mortgage process. And this pretty much sums up all the pre-sale buying process. So if you're interested in knowing about the whole pre-sale buying process, all the costs involved, and what are the incentives and benefits and all the pros and cons in detail, we can always set up a meeting either in person or Zoom and we can go through that. In my next videos, I'm going to talk about how to buy a pre-sale for investment and what to look for and how to compare between different pre-sales.